Now we all love Divinity, and it's for sure the best game in 2017 and one of the best turn-based CRPGs in the gaming history. But this game can be even better if they just fix some of these annoying things that are currently in the game. So, let's begin with a countdown and I'll tell you what I believe is wrong in this game so far and what needs to be fixed, nerfed, and improved. A little note here. Divinity Original Sin 2 is not the best RPG in the world, but maybe it's the best turn-based RPG in the world. It's far from the best CRPG in the world, but it's for sure the best game in 2017. So, best things in Divinity Original Sin 2. Number 1. Lockpick is OP. Make important doors and chests to be unlockable only with a special key, and make us work for that key. 99% of doors can be lockpicked, and that's easy access into every area. It's no challenge at all. That's the main problem. You can go wherever you please in this game. There are no penalties for it because lockpick is OP. Number 2. Block chance. Now, they could include block chance in strength, for example, for tanky builds, not only as a minor stats on shields, or maybe, just maybe, add the blocking chance into preservance and actually make that defense combat ability useful. What I wanna say by it. Only shields have blocking chance. There is no blocking chance here, not in attributes, not in combat abilities. It's kind of useless, it's pointless. I don't know what else to say about it. They should just add this maybe into Retribution or Preservance. Get that block chance on for each point invested. Like 5% is enough. 2, 3%, it doesn't matter. They should just include that. Number 3. Tactician difficulty is way too easy for experienced players. Make Tactician like in Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition, Divinity Original Sin 1. With more enemy placements. Don't just boost stats on enemies like here. This game needs more enemies and more enemies placements, and that's a bloody fact. Number 4. Lucky Charm. How about to make Lucky Charm like in Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition? So we actually invest points in it, not just for item discovery, or let's just give it 1% to crit chance every time when you invest point into Lucky Charm. This is just to find extra treasure when you open chests, battles, and similar shit. How about you give it 1% critical chance for each point invested? So I can actually go with that stat for once. Sitting there completely useless. Next. Nerfing Warfare. I don't know what else to say. They need to know. Larian should know better. Warfare, the percentage, this thing. The percentage you get against physical armor with your physical attacks is way too much OP. People are exploiting scoundrels and they're backstabbing with Warfare. Scoundrel should be played as a scoundrel or as a Shadow Blade, not as a scoundrel with 3 to 4 points into scoundrel and a lot of fucking points in Warfare, cause it deals way too much damage, it's unbalanced and it's OP. They need to nerf Warfare or change Warfare. Or to nerf Scoundrel, it doesn't matter. Scoundrel's backstabbing is OP because of Warfare passive. Next. Leadership. Leadership radius is way too small and it's useless. They need to make this thing at least 10-meter radius. Passive is okay, dodging and percentage to all resistances. But this is way too small radius. It's completely useless. I used to max out leadership in Divinity Original Sin 1. Now not one single point into it. Because it's fucking useless. Next. Retribution. They need to buff Retribution retaliate damage because it's weak. It's just not enough. They don't retaliate enough. My tank do not retaliate enough, and I tested it with maximum points into Retribution. It's still not enough. It doesn't work as Thornmail. It doesn't do shit. They should either change Retribution passive or they should buff it up. That's how it is. Next. Oops. Talents. Useless talents that needs to be improved. What I mean by it. Ambidextrous. The first one. Reduces the cost of using grenades and scrolls by 1 action point when your offhand is free. Either make those grenades stronger or fuck that -1 action point throwing grenades. 1 action points to scrolls though is fine. We should either divide this ambidextrous into 2 different talents, 1 for grenades and 1 for scrolls, and give us more talents per level, or they should just remove this shit. Next one is arrow recovery. This is the biggest bullshit in game. You can craft arrows and you will find 1000 different arrows, so what is the point when you won't use like 50% of all of your arrows till the end of the game? Look at this, I'm full with fucking arrows and I keep spamming them. Where's the fun? There you go, look at this. And I keep spamming those arrows. So what's the point in arrow recovery? And I don't have arrow recovery. This comes with him. I didn't pick it. It was his basic talent when you start the game. I didn't do this shit. The point is, save yourself some nerves and don't go for arrow recovery. It's a fucking disaster. The next one within those talents is a 5-star dinner that doubles the effect of food and potions. Now let me ask you one thing. If the game is way too easy on Tactician and you don't even use consumables and food, whatever, potions, at least I don't, because it's too easy on the hardest difficulty, then please explain me how do I find this shit useful since talents are so rare. I find it useless on 4-man party. It's only good when playing as Lone Wolf, when you actually use consumables. But consumables, to be honest, are completely useless. They just occupy your inventory and make a mess out of your inventory. Next is a glass cannon. You start every combat round with maximum action points, but magic and physical armor do not protect you from statuses. It's kinda fine, you know, but it's still not good. If you added this talent, at least make it deal like 50% more damage with your skills and spells. And as a penalty, you should receive 50% more damage in return. This thing with statuses is just bad. It's bad. That's how it is. It's complete bullshit. Lich is the next stupid talent. It's completely useless. 1000 ways to heal your party, even on Tactician. It's completely fucking useless. Make Lich to give source point when killing enemy or something similar like that. I do not work for Larian. They should pick their own shit here, because this is bullshit. Next. Slingshot. Slingshot adds an extra 5-meter range to your grenade throws. Again, useless if they don't add a talent to increase grenade damage. Hope I made myself clear. Don't wish to speak about Slingshot, it's a waste of point. Unstable, another useless thing. It makes you explode in a bloody cloud when you die, dealing 50% of your vitality as physical damage in only 3-meter radius. That's low radius. This is complete and utter bullshit. Plus you can damage your own party. So no, fuck it. Change this, erase it or change it, do something with it. With way too little talents available, I just don't see an option to ever click on this talent. Next one, Torturer. They should have increased statuses on crowd control kills, not only on bleeding, poison, burning. What I wanna say, increase it for stuns, freeze, knockdowns. Get my point? This works only for burning, bleeding, acid, poisoning. It's bullshit, in other words. Because most of your characters burst. And why would you need damage over time? When they all burst. The last two things that I wish to speak about are Demon and Ice King. What kind of demon is your character if he doesn't receive damage to fire spells or adds fire damage to his basic attacks, or vice versa for Ice King to deal more ice damage, water damage, whatever? Do you get my point? This is only for resistances, and it has a penalty to it. It's hilariously stupid. Duck Duck Goose, the last one, lets you evade attacks of opportunity. Now this is probably the biggest shit talent in game. It's completely useless. You got 50 ways to get out of the fight to the safe spot or to high ground, so why would you need it? Avoid attacks of opportunity. Each of your characters have TP, they have abilities and skills to jump away from fights, to spawn behind enemies, to go invisible, to spread their wings and fly away, to use bullhorns and rush. Million options for you to escape your enemies. Why would you need to evade attacks of opportunity? Again, a useless talent. In the end, I wanna say that we should have at least 20 more different talents on top of existing ones to make this game even better than it is now. Let's go to the next one. Number 8. Number 9. Tags. Tags. Oh, tags. Useless. They're only there for reading and bragging, and they don't give nothing else in return. Maybe some options in conversations, but you won't change much with them, you know. If you get hero tag, for example this, at least give us +1 to leadership or deflection aura or evade aura for our party, and make us work for that hero tag. If you give villain tag like this, do not give me description only and some stupid choice in conversation. At least give us like 10% more damage or 5% crit chance for your whole party, or higher critical damage when backstabbing. That looks like villain, you know, like a backstabbing fucker. You get it? I don't know, Larian should figure this shit out. Talents, just give us something for it, goddammit. Next. Itemization. It's the biggest problem in game by far. way too many bullshit items that actually have their own weight, and on top of that are stuttering this game with slower loading times and a complete mess in your inventory. Look at this, just look at this, and I keep sorting my inventory and all of this shit appears here. Do you get my point? And this is my sorted inventory. You should look how it looks like when I'm playing for 5 hours without sorting anything. Now, solution. Just reduce weight on consumables and ingredients to 0 and make a panel for those two only. Biggest problem in game is items, from swords to armor sets. Now, what I wanna say by it, when item, for example here I sold some, when they're unique, for example, like this crossbow with arrow spray, when they're unique, they give you a skill, yeah, and this is arrow spray. Explain me one thing, why would I use, now this is my bow and this is this one, imagine it has bigger damage only, but same stats remain. So why would I use a unique item that gives, for example, glitter dust or arrow spray, when I can find an item, for example, that's divine, without this skill passive down there, that has better damage than it? It's very simple. All of those skills, you can learn them. You can find books, you can craft them, you can learn them, you can steal them. You can memorize them. You don't need them on items. If you want to add skills on items and make items feel unique, Larian, then make a unique skill or a unique spell or a unique passive. It's gonna make us play with that item for the next 30 hours. A spell or skill that you can't learn in the game, not from books, not from any bloody sorcerer in the game. Just make it unique for item only, and the problem is solved. You'll get more skills, more spells, you get to keep those items, they will feel unique, and you will be happy with using those items. Next, stealing. Stealing is OP, I don't have to say anything about it, as they should just nerf stealing. I mean, it's good at the start, but later on it gets OP. You get like 6,000 gold per trader, you're up 10 traders, like 60k gold, just fuck it, it feels like cheating. They should nerf stealing immediately. Next, quests. A lot of quests are bugged and won't close upon completion, or your characters just don't realize that someone is dead. Your origin characters, for example, like Ifan, they killed Bishop, he wanted to kill Bishop, I stopped Ifan, so he didn't kill Bishop, then I killed Bishop like 5 minutes later. When he speaks with me, he speaks like Bishop is alive, and he killed him actually. They should just fix this, and I hope they will. This is nothing game breaking or new, but they should just do it. It's a bit annoying. I guess they're gonna do it in the period of the next 10-12 months and fix everything there is. But a lot of quests are like that. Bugged. Number 13, cheesing. Cheesing most of the fights is just bad for immersion. Make those fights fair and square. Just deny players the option of dealing damage in the middle of the conversation, or to steal in the middle of the conversation, or with initiating from high ground. Deny casting buffs before the fight starts while in conversation. Deny casting buffs and then entering the fight. Just make it fair. This is something that annoys me the most out of everything in Divinity. I've seen tons of videos with people choosing very difficult boss fights, and I don't like it at all. It feels like cheating. It's bloody bullshit. Fix your game. Make it fair. Fuck. Spirit Vision. Make Spirit Vision permanent. Do not make us click on each minute to last for 10 turns. Just make it a permanent passive. The fuck I need to click non-stop on this shit. There are ghosts everywhere in Divinity. And I know that you can add Spirit Vision with mods. I don't want to add mods. They should do it. Larian should do it. Not mods. Spread this to everyone and make Larian listen to us. If you have more complaints about a game, feel free to add them in comments. I would love to see expansion and DLC for Divinity Original Sin 2, and I would love to see Larian make some darker oriented game with less comedy and more blood, to be honest. I really love Divinity and I would love to see this game grow. It has its own issues, but it's still a game of the year for 2017. Even if it stays like this, it's game of the year for 2017, but I feel like it can be one of the best games ever made. They just need to fix, nerf, buff, and change some stuff here, and then it's gonna be awesome. Plus, if they decide to add those DLCs and expansions, I can't imagine how big this game can be at the end, like in a year or two from now. That's about it. Subscribe, share, and find me on Twitch for more Divinity gameplay, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Have a good day, people.